What is going on, guys? Money Webby here. We're going to be giving you some of our favorite betting picks of the week for week 4. We're starting a bit late, but we're going to be keeping track week by week with you guys so you can keep track along with us. We're picking some of the favorite games to watch for us. None of those boring games. Our favorite 5 games. And with me, I got Pat Snow. How's it going, Pat Snow?
What's up? Looking forward to this. First few weeks have been crazy. A lot of parity in the league. A lot of picks going either way, so this will be a fun one.
Oh, of course. Some boring games so far, but hopefully this week's an exciting one. So we're going to go in with it now. Starting off with, if I can switch, here we go. Raiders at Broncos. Denver is -3, over under of 46. Any early reads for you on this one, Pat?
Yeah, the biggest thing I got here is obviously Denver's at home, and I consider their home field advantage the best in football. The defense thrives off it. The offense, oxygen, all that. And their defense looks to be the best in the league again. Holding 2 yards a carry to LaShawn McCoy, Melvin Gordon. They're stifling the run, and then you got the no-fly zone back there. I like the under, and I like them just to wreck Derek Carr. They've wrecked him in the past, especially at home. And I just like a low-scoring game, something like 23-16, but Broncos winning.
Yeah, the one stat I did get for all 5 of these games, I saw that Denver is 8-3-1 against the spread their last 12 games at home. So they're obviously a lot better at home. And Derek Carr, when he's under pressure, he gets way too nervous back there. We saw that on Sunday Night Football. He looked like he was gonna piss his pants every time the pass rush was coming. And then this defense is a lot better than the Redskins defense, as good as the Skins defense did look. They got Von Miller coming after him all game. And then they got Aqib Talib and Chris Harris, the matchup with their 2 top wide receivers in Crabtree and Cooper. So it's like a perfect matchup on paper for the Broncos. So I'm favoring the Broncos in this game as well. And I do like the under because I think Derek Carr is going to be under pressure all game. They do have a really good offensive line. But Broncos' run defense has looked wicked good this year as well. And beast mode hasn't looked that great. So I can't see the Raiders moving the ball at all. The Raiders' defense isn't that great either. So I think the Broncos, I'll say around a 24-17 victory for them in this game.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that take.
Yeah, so we're on the same page there. Hopefully we got some more controversy coming up here, so it's not a boring video. But the next game we got here is the Titans at the Houston Texans. Kind of a boring game. Both these teams kind of run the ball a lot, and the Texans have a really good defense, so I think it's going to be a hard-fought game. What do you think, Pat Snow?
Yeah, once again, another team at home with a great defense, especially defensive line. And honestly, watching the Pats game as a Pats fan, Watson definitely impressed me. I thought he looked very poor in the preseason, but he was reading coverages well, threw a couple darts to the tight ends, and Will Fuller, I think, is back. So I like the Texans here in a very close one. I do respect the Titans, Mariota. They have a good team. But I'll take the home team in a divisional matchup. Close game. And for the over-under, I would probably lean slightly over, but don't really have a strong take there.
All right, do you know what the over-under is? It's at 44 right now, if you didn't know that.
Yeah, 44.
All right, I was just making sure there. But the Titans, they're -1.5. I'm favoring the Titans. I think their offense matches up well against the Texans' defense. Their strength of their defense is that defensive line, and the Titans probably have the best offensive line. We were talking about that before this video, that they have probably the best offensive line in football right now, with the Cowboys kind of a little bit worse this year. So that's really going to limit guys like J.J. Watt and Clowney. And then the Texans secondary is beaten up. So I think Mariota can take advantage of them through the air like Tom did last week. And Watson, I don't think he can be nearly as perfect as he was against the Patriots. So he'll probably have some harder reads. The Patriots kind of had it pretty vanilla for him on defense, it seemed like. So the Titans will probably try to mix it up a bit there. So I'm seeing under here in this game as well. Another Titans probably 27, Texans around 17. Actually, that's right on the over-under, so I guess I'm going with a push, but something around there, I would say. What do you think?
So, yeah, definitely we're a little different here. Obviously, I like the Texans, as I pointed out, and I do like the over slightly. I don't really trust the Titans' secondary or defensive line to really get that much pressure on them. I actually think you could have a pretty good day, a second day in a row. And like I said, the Titans do have a great offensive line, but I do think the Texans could bottle up that run game.
Yeah, all right. I'm not yet going to say that Watson's a good quarterback. We saw him on Thursday Night Football. He was absolutely garbage. I mean, I don't know how he just like goes from horrendous to like looking good against the Patriots. I'm just gonna bet on the fact that he's gonna be horrendous again in this game, hopefully. So I'm gonna go with the Titans. But let's just move on to the next game, I guess. We're looking at another game. Giants at Bucs. The Giants are 0-3 somehow. I thought they were going to be like a Super Bowl contender this year. And going against the Bucs 1-1, they looked very good week 2 actually because their first game got canceled. And then last week against the Vikings with Case Keenum, they got destroyed. So that was very interesting. The Bucs are currently -3 with an over/under of 44.5. What are you thinking, Pat?
This is a very interesting game. The first thing that sticks out obviously is the -3. Not really a fan of that. I could see a field goal game. I do like the Bucs just because once again they're at home, and I know they got lit up by Diggs and Thielen, but I think the Giants right now have one legit receiver in Odell. You can key on him. I'm not really a big fan of Shepard, and obviously you know my thoughts on the corpse of Brandon Marshall. and I do think Jameis Winston's due for a bounce back game. I love the Giants defense, but maybe back at home he can get something rolling.
Yeah, one thing I didn't even notice with the Bucs-Vikings game last week is that Brent Grimes, their top cornerback, actually was out of that game.
Oh, that's huge. He's back.
Yeah, so he's probably going to be back, I guess, because he practiced yesterday. So that's going to be a big game back for the Bucs. But I don't think he'll be like 100% because he got a shoulder injury. So I'm not. And Grimes normally isn't a guy that shadows a number 1 wide receiver, I'm pretty sure. So that's interesting to watch during the game, definitely.
Yeah, and then for the over/under 44, once again another one right on the money. As these two teams aren't the most high-scoring teams, the Giants' offense has been putrid. Besides last week, I'd probably go under, maybe 21-17 type game, but not really. I'm not really too hot on the over/under here. I would take the Bucs though.
Yeah, I can't get a read on the over/under because the Giants' offense actually started clicking, I think, at the second half when their run offense is just like gross to watch. They're pretty much like sacrificing a play every single time they run the ball. So I think they're gonna like run the ball probably like 5 times in this game and just pass it around like 40 to 50 times. So I think that could make it hit the over, but I'm not gonna like bank on that. I am currently favoring the Giants in this one. I think they match up well with them with their wide receivers against the Bucs under. Or not that good of secondary is what I'm trying to say. Vernon Hargreaves, he looks like a bust. I don't think Grimes can cover like 2 wide receivers. I think Shepard, B. Marsh, or Odell will be open on almost every play. And they still got Evan Ingram. And they're down Levante David. I'm not sure if Gerald McCoy is going to be playing either. So I think the Giants can get their first win here. They're going to be motivated to not go friggin' 0-16 on the year with a solid team on paper. So I'm favoring the Giants. You're going with the Bucs?
Yeah, definitely rolling with the Bucs here.
All right, let's move on to the next one here. We got the Redskins at the Kansas City Chiefs. Probably the best game of the week on Monday Night Football. We got the Chiefs -7 with an over/under of 49.5. Crazy stuff.
Ridiculous.
Give us your thoughts, Pat, on this one.
This is my lock of the week. I love this thing. I would bet the Redskins money line, whatever it is.
Holy shit.
I can't believe it's 7-point spread yet. Here's the deal. The Chiefs look great week 1, we know that, but it's Andy Reid scheming on offense. I think it's going to run out. And the biggest thing, we haven't seen a team really test the loss of Eric Berry. And Vernon Davis looked awesome last week, and I just think he could make an impact. And that Redskins defense, I want to see what's up. PFF has Kendall Fuller playing great across Josh Norman, and they got Breland in the slot. They got that kid Preston Smith at defensive end. I think the Redskins could be a surprise team in this league. That defense absolutely wrecking the Raiders has me excited. I may be falling in a trap, but I love the Redskins.
Yeah, you fell in the Redskins trap last year too, so that you might be another victim.
Oh, exactly.
But their defense does look a lot better just based on that last game. I didn't see them the first 2 weeks really, but I know they limited the Rams the second week. Carson Wentz kind of did some damage week 1 against them, but they do look very good on defense. I'm heavily favoring the under in this game at 49.5. I like that bet if I'm going to bet this game. And I probably would favor the Redskins +7 as well. I think Alex Smith, his like greatness at quarterback this year has to come to an end sooner or later. And their weapons aren't that great. Like they have Tyreek Hill. I'm still not sold that he's a good player. I don't know how teams can't figure out how to. Yeah, I don't know how teams can't figure out how to stop him. And the Redskins have the secondary to do that. So but one point you said that Vernon Davis against the. I guess the safeties they have with Eric Berry gone are actually good at covering tight ends. according to Pro Football Focus. Someone tweeted that out last week. Like, I was on Hunter Henry because they didn't have Eric Berry, but it happens that their backup safeties are actually good against tight ends. So that's interesting. I'm definitely favoring the under if I'm gonna bet on this game. Under 49.5, and I would go with the Redskins +7. So you're gonna be on the Redskins money line, you're saying?
Yeah, and my lock obviously is the spread.
Yeah, and you like the over under. You on the under?
I love the under here just with you. I don't think the Redskins will score a ton of points, and I think I see a chance for the Redskins defense to finally clamp down on this gimmicky offense options, friggin' RPOs. Enough of this.
Wait, did the Redskins play? They played on Sunday night, then they got a Monday night. Yeah, so I guess America is betting on the Redskins as well with that little back-to-back prime time. So we're gonna move on to the next game. I just realized I think this is our last game. Lions at Vikings. Is this the last one? I didn't even do a lock pick. So I guess I'm gonna lock in with the Lions in this one. It's currently Vikings -1.5. The over/under is 43. Actually, Can I do a lock and an over/under? I'm gonna say under 49.5 is gonna be my lock in that last game for the Redskins Chiefs game.
But pick a team. Come on.
All right, fine. I'll pick the Lions +1.5. So what are you thinking on this game?
But yeah, I just see it as I think the Vikings are very talented and they're at home, so that's a problem. But I'm just banking on the fact that Case Keenum can't do that 2 weeks in a row. I actually do like him as a backup in this league, but he's a third string in this case on the Vikings, and he has a limited skill set. And I think Detroit can key on him. They've had a good defense this year. Slay and Answer, particularly wrecking, and Stafford will do enough to win. I like Lions in a very close game. I do like the over slightly. I see like a 24-22 type game.
All right, yeah. I'm definitely with you on Darius Slay. I think he's going to be locking down Diggs in this game. And we've talked about this before. We compared Diggs to Odell, like you called him OBJ of the North. And Slay has locked down Odell in the past. Like I said in my DraftKings video, I think Odell and Diggs are pretty similar style of players, how they play. So 100%. I think Slay can match up very well with Diggs in this game. It's just and then their second cornerback, which is he the brother of Diggs? Like, are they brothers?
I'm guessing no, but he's a slot guy, right?
Brothers or cousins. I don't know. Yeah, he's the second cornerback for the Lions. He's done very well this year. And so the Vikings, they've been pretty much getting all of their work done through the air with Thielen and Diggs so far. So if those two top cornerbacks with Diggs and Slay can lock down those two guys, and they're going to have an easy task of winning this game. The Vikings defense is good, but the Lions, the style of offense that they play is kind of like dink and dunk, so it kind of limits the talent on the other team. Like, they don't really go matchup based. They kind of utilize everyone like Ebron, Marvin Jones, Theo, Golden Tate. You don't really know what they're going to do, so that kind of limits guys like Xavier Rhodes in that sense. Their top cornerback, who actually probably beyond Marvin Jones in this game, so that's a big boost for Golden Tate. So I could see him having a big game. I'm definitely on the Lions on this one, so that's pretty much it. I think that's our last game, so any closeout thoughts?
The Lions, your lock of the week?
Yeah, the Lions is going to be my lock of the week, and yours is going to be the Skins.
Definitely the Skins. And we'll see how we do first week. Hopefully our standings don't look too messy, but it's definitely fun, and hopefully both above water in the win column.
Yeah, if I go 0-5 this first week, I might just have to stop doing these videos. That'll be pretty embarrassing. Might have to end my YouTube career. But
yeah, we'll have some funny stuff if something goes bad.
As of right now, I'm feeling good about the picks. So that is gonna do it, guys. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like down below. It really helps out these videos and helps out my channel and all that good stuff. And subscribe if you haven't already to get these videos every single week. I also do waiver wire pickups for fantasy football if you're into that stuff, and some DraftKings picks every single week with my favorite plays for DFS. They apply to FanDuel as well, so definitely subscribe to get that. And Andy, tell them where they can find you.
Yeah, they can find me. YouTube channel has been very active, but on Twitter @PrylesAP, dropping a lot of football takes. You can find anything good there. Some
spicy takes on Twitter if you want to hear some football takes. So definitely follow them there @PrylesAP, if that's right. And we'll see you next time, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Good luck this week.
Peace out.